Okay guys, now this is the next day. I didn't want to leave some scotch tape here, so I ended up going to Home Depot and I got these cord-mate 2s, which is going to be a channel raceway for here so that we can get this tape back here. It has an adhesive back end to it and we're going to measure it and see exactly how far we're going to go, cut it right by the cord and then go down to the bottom. Should be cool. Let's check it out. Okay, now I'm just measuring to see how far up I'm going to go. I want to make sure that the open end is behind, facing the cable, and I'm just going to cut it right over here. I have plenty of slack on the bottom, and this should do right here. Not too hard to cut. We got it cut. Okay, so I'm going to remove some of this tape here, and we're going to follow suit, and we should be good to go. Okay, so let's take the backing off. And now we're going to keep the open end right over here. And if you take a look, you see how it locks right there. So you can open it as such, and then it'll lock in place, which is pretty cool. There. Good to go. That's good. Okay, so let's pop our thing in. We start from the bottom. And we're just going to fish it in. Let me get you guys a little closer. And we're just going to fish it in to here. Okay, sorry about the bad angle, but if you take a look, you can see how clean that looks. Seamless, you barely see the cable. And if you fish it down, we see that the end is right there. And now I'm just gonna go and continue down with the rest of it. Okay, next, I measured the other piece to be exactly this length, and we're going to remove the tape and place this along. So this was a very cheap option. It cost 20 bucks for both of the pieces. I got it at Home Depot. And the last piece. Alright, so now face the end that's going to be opened under, and we're going to move the back piece. Face it towards the cable. And I'm going to go all the way down. Right there. And then we can open it, and we're going to fish the cable through. I mean, yeah, I can let the tape, but I live here, and I'm not trying to have anything unsightly be in my house. And now we can press it. Okay. That looks so much better. Now take a look. So if we look all the way on the top, that looks so much better than tape. Right there, and all the way down. Okay, so now we're going to check this out. Now, got a question for you. If I told you that there was a 110-inch movie screen in my house, would you be able to tell? Now, the molding, it blends into seamlessness. if you take a look at the top, you don't even see the screen. You just notice a little black part to it, and you don't even see the switch. So all I need to do is to actuate it, is to pop it off right there, and we have a 110-inch screen. It blacks out the outside. Really cool. That is awesome. And let me show you with it up. So are you able to tell that I have a 110-inch screen here? I don't think so. So let's make it disappear. Now I want to thank Elite Screens for making a great projector screen and having the sensibility and flexibility to have it in white, because you don't see it there. Look at it. Disappeared. Absolutely gone. You can't even tell it's there. And if you take a look, the light switch is gone as well. So let me bend you guys just a little bit. Can you see the switch? It's right there. Can't even see it. So the next question, I think you guys would have a couple questions. One, if you took a look at the layout in my house, how are we going to sit and watch the theater? Well, in my movie theater, we don't sit, we get to lay down. So let me show you that. And as well, how are we going to put the cabling for the projector? Well, I'm going to show you that as well. Let's take a look. Okay, next we have our Crenova XPE660 here, but I have a problem. If you take a look, my power source is right here, and this is how I charge my phones next to the couch, but I don't want to do that anymore. So I went to Home Depot and I got a 9-foot cable, indoor cable. We're going to put this under the couch, and then I can have my outlet right over here. So let's take a look. So I have that cable coming under here, and all I need to do is to pop in our source, and then when I'm done I can actually hide it back under here. So we're not stretching out the cable, and it gives me a little play, give or take about 4 feet that way. So let's take a look over here. And if you weren't looking, we're going to test this out in the daytime to see how it looks. But what I love about this is you really can't tell I have a 110-inch screen here if you weren't looking. So let's grab our trusted remotes. And this is how it looks in the daytime. Move this over. And it's biased a little high. Let's turn this light off. And let's get some focus in here. Awesome. And let me turn the other light off. And as you can see, still pretty bright. And that's good. Best at night. Another thing you don't want to do is to have the projector facing the sun, because there are chemicals in the screen that you don't want to get crystallized in the sun. So if it's really bright, as you see, we have the daylight around us, and it's still a viable option. So this is how it looks in the daytime. You can see that it protrudes a little past the screen. You see that the light bleeds a little bit, but it is watchable. It's best at night. It's best at dusk and at night. And when you close the whole environment, it's absolutely perfect. So if you look here on the bottom, this is where I fished the cable with the 9-foot cord. The Crenova is there. Now you may be thinking, since I have my seating facing the TV, how are we supposed to sit and watch the movie theater? Well, this is how we are supposed to do that. We do here, and we pop in like this, and we relax and watch our screen. It's perfect. I want to not have a sit theater, but I want to have a relaxing theater so I can be with my snacks all over here. Now the Crenova xpe660 is an excellent home theater system. It has 5,000 contrast, 5,000 lumen. It has a 4,001 contrast ratio and a 50,000 hour of life. If we look at the Elite screen right over here, this is a 4K to 8K movie theater, but it's the Spectrum 2. If you don't want to spend $365, take a look at a refurbished model from Amazon and you save about a couple $100 there. And as you see, it's sleek, and I got it in white so it hides in plain sight so that we don't have to have something that comes out as an eyesore. I didn't want to mess up the aesthetic in the room. And to get this out of the way, I finished it up with the channel raceways that I got from Home Depot for about 20 bucks, and it is a perfect addition in the house. You can't even see that the cabling is here if you look at it, and on top here you can't even tell that there is a movie screen protruding across the living room. And that's going to do for this episode. This was a fun project to do. Didn't want to leave the tape there, but I wanted to get a home theater feel in the house without having to go out of pocket too expensive. Now this cost me around $265. I bought a refurbished model. I knew from Amazon that if you buy a really good one that they cover for up to a year. I have the Sony Dolby Surround 5001 speaker here. It incorporates with everything we do here, but if I wanted to game or watch movie theaters or watch old school cartoons because we're having a kid right on the theater, it's a perfect addition here. So that's going to do for this episode. I want to thank you guys for sticking around. If you stuck around this video and you saw all the aspects that we have, if we have 10,000 likes, I will buy a Crenova xpe660 for a happy lucky subscriber. And that's gonna do for this episode. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember, IT means I try. Everything, all the pieces to my home theater system will be in the bottom, and I'm gonna do a home tour pretty soon with all my workstation here, the home theater in the bedroom and the home theater in the living room, all for you guys. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.